Though not in substance, yet in form, the struggle of the proletariat with the bourgeoisie is at first a national struggle. The proletariat of each community must, of course, first of all settle matters with its own bourgeoisie. That's a very short paragraph. In depicting the most general phases of the development of the proletariat, we trace the more or less veiled civil war raging within society up to the point where that war breaks out into open revolution, and where the violent overthrow of the bourgeoisie lays the foundation for the sway of the proletariat. Again, he's alluding to his historical exceptionalism when he says the sway of the proletariat. After class struggle has achieved its purpose, what is the proletariat going to do? What happens when it is the proletariat class which has gained the reins of the means of production? What then? What happens the day after the revolution? Marx never answers this question. Hitherto, every form of society has been based, as we have already seen, on the antagonism of oppressing and oppressed classes. But in order to oppress a class, certain conditions must be assured to it under which it can at least continue its slavish existence. The serf, in the period of serfdom, raised himself to membership in the commune, just as the petty bourgeois, under the yoke of feudal absolutism, managed to develop into a bourgeois. The modern labourer, on the contrary, instead of rising with the progress of industry, sinks deeper and deeper below the conditions of existence of his own class. He becomes the pauper, and pauperism develops more rapidly than population and wealth. Here it becomes evident that the bourgeoisie is unfit any longer to be the ruling class in society and to impose its conditions of existence upon society as an overriding law. It is unfit to rule because it is incompetent to assure an existence to its slave within his slavery, because it cannot help letting him sink into such a state that it has to feed him instead of being fed by him. Right. Yeah. Its existence is no longer compatible with society. You live in a society. So yeah, now, and again, I think this is it does contain some of the same dangerous rhetoric, but I think this is a powerful description of, yes, why we can make the case that the masses are right to no longer trust the bourgeois with their lives and goods. This is why we can see that, yes, had the bourgeois not become addicted to money throughout the post-Enlightenment period, then they would have seen that by limiting their own wealth, they would have ensured the continuity of their rule.